Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Inside Scoop. I'm the new host, Bubba. Along with me is my co-host, Joey.
Hello.
Unfortunately, this week, folks, again, I did not get us another guest for an interview. I'm still working on that, getting people. It's difficult to cover up people's personal lives and what's been having you, and graduations, what have you, and wrestling events themselves they've been preparing for. Well, let's start our show off. We always start on a positive note. Let's mention some of the birthdays. First of all, for folks you didn't know, I did celebrate my birthday yesterday. Yes. We are taping on June the 7th. Today's June the 6th. Yeah, good old Big Bubba here turned 57 yesterday. And I had a great birthday. I was actually kind of overwhelmed on Facebook. 120 of my friends wishing me happy birthday on Facebook, which was kind of cool. Except for Joe. Joe has me on Facebook, but didn't wish me happy birthday.
I didn't, sorry.
All right, Joe, I know you have a great list there of our birthdays.
Two more let's say three more. One of our former guests, he was here for Steve's last show, Brian Parday.
Brian Parday, it was the 3rd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a week from today is my mom and my aunt's.
Oh.
My late aunt's birthday.
Okay. Well, if they're with us, what?
Well, my mom is, but my aunt isn't.
Well, happy birthday to your mom.
And now we go to the wrestling birthdays. First off, DX member Road Dogg.
Road Dogg. I had the pleasure of meeting Jesse James Armstrong once. I met him once in Revere. He was working for ECW at the time.
His May 20th. He's 54.
Wow.
Next is Brian Pillman Sr.
Okay. I never met, especially we all know his son.
His birthday was May 22nd. Next is the current WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
May 25th.
Joe Inoue. That's his real name.
He's 38. Former WWE Champion Alberto Del Rio.
Yes.
Another one for May 25th.
There was rumors spreading he was trying to come back to WWE and just kind of faded off. It went off into existence again. They didn't rehire him.
And he's 46.
Wow, I can't believe Alberto Del Rio's that old.
WWE diva Natalia. Hers is May 27th. She's 41.
Yep, I didn't like that. Well, we'll go over that next time. We'll go over our list then.
The late Kamala.
His name was Jim Higgins. Name given to him by Jerry the King Lawler. Came up with the whole Kamala gimmick for him.
Mm-hmm.
Died from COVID. Remember Steve mentioned that one show.
His birthday was May 28th. The next one is Bray Wyatt. May 23rd. He's 36. Eric Bischoff. May 27th. 68.
Wow.
Rikishi's former head Shrinker's tag partner is Samu. May 29th. 60.
Okay.
The little guy, Hornswoggle.
Who I've met. I actually have a Hornswoggle shirt. I've met Hornswoggle. I'm in Pawtucket, actually, at McCoy Stadium.
May 29th, he's 37. Jake the Snake Roberts. May 30th, 68.
I can't believe Jake the Snake's already 68.
The first world heavyweight champion currently, Seth Rollins. May 28th.
Oh.
37.
He's 37. I thought he was only like 33, 34. Wow.
Nia Jax. May 29th.
Yes.
She's 39.
I'm surprised I didn't get a birthday request for her on Facebook, because I had her on Facebook. I don't know, maybe she dropped me. Maybe she doesn't announce it.
AJ Styles. June 2nd. 46. Montez Ford, May 31st, 33. Big Bully Busick on June 1st. Mm-hmm. And the guy that shares your birthday, Drew McIntyre, On June 6th, 38.
We haven't seen him wrestle for a while. I think he's in a contract squabble with WWE. I'm not sure if he's even going to resign. I hope he does. He's a great worker.
Whoa, I found out something about him. The reason he hasn't been around too. He got himself. He's now a naturalized citizen of the United States.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
I found out on Facebook.
You have more birthdays to go?
I got two more.
Okay. I have one more.
Lex Luger, June 2nd. He's 65.
Lex looks tough if you haven't seen Lex later.
And today's would have been his 80th birthday.
Yep.
Superstar Billy Graham.
Superstar Billy Graham.
June 7th.
Well, one we just lost a couple weeks ago. One I like to mention too that we lost, actually it was May 26th in 2008. Her birthday would have been May 23rd, would have been my sister Ellen. I think my sister Ellen would have been 64, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she was born in 59. She would have been 64. Happy birthday to all of our birthday people and those who are not with us anymore. Now, Miles got on to the negative part, which I don't like to do, but let's go on to the negative part of our show and mention our folks who have passed.
The first one, he was an actor and singer. He was one of the stars of the TV show Daniel Boone at Ames.
Okay.
He played Mingo.
Okay, I have to agree with you because I think I watched Daniel Boone 2 or 3 times in my life years ago, I think.
And we had a Route 66 star, George Maharis. Matt Milner's co-star from that show.
Okay.
And the big one here, WWE Hall of Famer, the Iron Sheik.
Iron Sheik just died this morning. As you folks know, we tape on a Wednesday, so we see us on Saturday. I mentioned more about the Iron Sheik. A lot of folks don't know he was a Olympic trainer. Wrestler trained by Vern Gagne. First came out, he wasn't a heel, he was a face. And Vern Gagne's wife says, "No, you'll be better as a heel," and come up with the whole Iron Sheik character. I guess he was well liked in the locker room. Well-respected person. At one time I mentioned to you, I spoke to Nikolai Volkov before he passed. Him and Nikolai were very, very close friends in and out of the ring. They spent a lot of time together. Shared hotel rooms, what have you. They spent a lot of time traveling together and driving together. We're losing an icon. It seems like every week we're losing a great wrestler. Rest in peace, Iron Sheik. There was a mention one time years ago how Kurt Angle was the first Olympian medalist. He was not. The Iron Sheik was the first Olympic medalist. He won a bronze medal. Rest in peace to all our wrestlers and the actors we lost. And that's not my favorite segment of our show, but mention it. I don't want to. So before I forget this, I just want to go totally off subject for a second and congratulate Jonathan Tavares as being elected our new city councilman yesterday. He took the place that a great mayor vacated when she became mayor. Mayor Simone, Jonathan Tavares became our new city council. Congratulations, sir, on winning becoming a councilor at large. Well, let's get back to the wrestling for a few. I'm going to have you go into your results from the show in Puerto Rico.
Nope, Saudi Arabia.
Oh, in Saudi Arabia. I'm sorry, Judah. I'm all right.
The before this one was in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Yeah, this one was in Saudi Arabia, which was a good card. Let's see how our picks did.
Okay, first match, the World Heavyweight title, Rollins versus AJ, and Rollins won.
Rollins won. I believe I might have picked Rollins. I think I picked Rollins for that. I believe I did pick Rollins for that. Just for logical reason, because he's on Raw and AJ's on SmackDown primarily. That's one of the reasons why I picked him. That was a great match, though. Very good match. Opening match.
We got Cody versus Brock, and Brock won.
I believe I picked Brock to win that match somehow. And Cody just tapped out from pain. I mean, to even try to wrestle with a fractured arm is insane. We've seen crazy stuff from Cody Rhodes. That was a fairly decent match, even though he only had one arm, too.
Now, this one had a little bit of excitement at the end of it. The WWE tag titles, Kevin Owens and Zayn against Roman and Solo Sikoa.
Yes.
And the champs won. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn won.
Yep, and Miles mentioned the side note, what happened at the beginning of the cracking of the foundation.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Uso finally kicking Roman Reigns in the face and had enough of him and putting up with it. And
Right now.
Solo Sikoa got pinned. I know it would not be Roman. I think I mentioned to you it would not be Roman. And I did say that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens would win that match.
And it also continued on SmackDown last week.
Oh, yeah. We thought they had made up, and Solo spiked his brother in the throat.
Right now, it's up in the air with Jay right now.
Yep, we don't know what's up with that. That's the bloodline is imploding. A good storyline going right now in WWE. I have heard rumors of this, but this is only rumors. This is not fact. This is not confirmed, nor denied, and this is not a given fact. I've read somewhere that Solo Sikoa is going to be challenging Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for the title. That's who I've read. That's what I've read.
Next, the Intercontinental title, Gunther versus Ali.
That was a better match than I thought it was going to be. Ali put up a pretty good fight against Gunther. He really did, but it wasn't a bad match at all. Very good match.
Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus.
Of course, got interrupted by Zoe Stark, and she got Becky got her nose broken. Might as well tell them that,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Becky got her nose broken.
And Trish won that match.
Yes.
Next is the Raw Women's title. Bianca Belair against Asuka, and Asuka won.
Yes, I think I said Asuka would win that match. We both were wrong, by the way, saying Becky Lynch would win the other match, too.
And lastly, the SmackDown Women's title, Rhea Ripley against Natalya, and Rhea Ripley won. That
was a horrible, horrible match that lasted about 2 minutes. They should never have given a squash match. That's what they basically did, basically on Natalya's birthday, and squashed her. I didn't like that. I didn't like the way WWE did that to her. They kind of disrespected. At least let Natalya wrestle for a few minutes. I mean, that match was over in 2 minutes. That was a complete waste of time. That's sad to do that to a person with Natalya's talent, especially on her birthday, to kind of bring her out for a squash match. That was really upsetting a little bit.
Now we got part of the preview of Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
Which is coming up July 1st.
Both men and women, so far they got 3 in each. 3 wrestlers for one half of the...
Yes.
For the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, we got Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, and LA Knight for the men's so far. I get it.
Yeah.
And for the women's Money in the Bank, we got Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, and Zelina Vega.
3 interesting people so far. Now, who do the other people wrestle? Do you know? Who's Mustafa Ali wrestling Friday night? I don't even know.
I don't know. I've seen somewhere they're moving him and Baron to NXT.
No, they've been down there, but I don't know if Baron's moved down there. Baron's getting involved down there. He actually won a match first time. I watched it last night. First time Baron Corbin's won a match in about 4 months from anybody. I mean, he gets squashed by Cameron Grimes in 20 seconds, that match? Cameron Grimes' his first match. Cameron's up. We haven't seen Indy Hartwell wrestle yet, but she might still be just nursing fit, getting over the injury she was involved with. And it's going to be very interesting to see who gets into that Money in the Bank match. So we really can't pick anybody until we get all the participants.
Yeah.
So our next show, we'll make our final picks on that. They haven't really announced any individual matches yet, have they?
No. So far, they've been working on the qualifying match.
Yeah, the qualifying matches. There isn't much else being mentioned. We've had some interesting weather, to say the least, with these clouds of smog. We call it smog of call it, bad air coming in from the fires up north. I know we mentioned, I keep mentioning this, folks. We tape on a Wednesday. We show us on Saturday morning. I guess they actually canceled the Yankees game for tonight. They've already postponed it because excessive smog and the fumes. They call them plumes, I guess, from the fires up in Canada. You know, with the rain they've had afterwards and everything, it's still bad. It's coming down from there. Horrible, weird weather. Oh, we forgot one, not death, but our Celtics got eliminated from the playoffs since our last show. They lost their 7th game there to Miami. Well, I guess is tied right now with Denver. Yeah, they 1 game each for the championship. The Florida Panthers are getting crushed by the Las Vegas Golden Knights. I guess they lost 7-2 last night and 5-2 the first game. I'm not sure about the Florida Panthers because they're a pretty decent hockey team. They beat the Bruins in that 7-game series. Well, we have a couple seconds here. Let me mention we have a couple of independent shows coming up. The first one I'm going to mention is NWWE, New World Wrestling Extreme Summer Sizzler. I've been mentioning this for a couple of shows now. It's going to be Saturday, June the 17th. The KSC at 20 Claremont Street in Central Falls. Yeah, really close to us, folks. NWWE. Go online. It's $20 in advance for their tickets or $25 at the door with a 7:30 starting time. If you haven't seen NWWE shows, they're fantastic. I know me and Steve and Em have gone to a few of their shows and enjoyed them with Natalie. Someday, Joe, going to get you one of these shows. Because that one's close. Maybe I'll drag you a couple weeks of that show. 10 days. The next show I'm going to mention is for the NCW, which is going to be... Oh, strike that. It's with the RWA. The NCW had a show, I guess, on May 26th, and I missed the whole show. I forgot to even mention it. I'm sorry to John Casey. We hope to have maybe eventually down the road as a guest on this show. But the next show we have is going to be Sunday, which is a rare Sunday show for them, June the 20... I believe it's June 23rd, just I'm reading here, for the RWA Spectacle, with a weird start. It's at 5 p.m. It's going to be at the Johnston Rec Center, 1741 Atwood Ave in Johnston, Rhode Island. $15 tickets for ringside, which I believe might have already be sold out online, or $10 for general admission. Again, that's a $5 start on a Sunday, which is rare for RWA to have. And that show I know is going, the money's going to be better than the Special Olympics. Well, as I said before, we were trying to arrange to get different folks on the show. I have been a little bit busy. I've contacted a couple people, but they haven't gotten back to me. Again, it's really tough this time of year with graduations and what's going on and wrestlers and wrestling shows coming up themselves. I'm trying to get them in between, their schedules and training sessions and what have you, try to get on the show. We did have a great show a few weeks ago with Greg. For those who haven't seen it, it's available on YouTube. We had, if you haven't seen our final show with Steve, that's also available on YouTube. I've seen that. That was very, very good. I don't know if they've changed our hours. I believe they haven't, but if you watch our show, if you see our show now, it's on Saturday mornings, I guess at 10 o'clock on here on local channel 15, AACS. And I think it's on, I'm not sure, is it Friday night at like 1:30 in the morning? It's a crazy time. Again, channel 15, AACS here. We have a lot of things happening with a lot of different feuds happening right now in WWE. Maybe we can go into a couple of them who's been kind of starting up. I'll continue. I mean, we've got the Brock Lesnar Cody Rhodes one that's been going on and on and on. We got the Roman Reigns bloodline one, which is imploding.
Yeah.
There's kind of a new feud starting up with Imperium going after Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And for those of you who didn't watch Raw this week, Kevin Owens put a great match against Gunther. Until Imperium came out, that was a great wrestling match.
Yeah, they even went up to Riddle in the back, too.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Who, the Imperium did?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Did they go after him? Did they hit him?
Well, I guess Riddle was talking something. I don't know what he's talking about them. I thought Zayn and Owens going against them was something. I can't remember exactly what it was, and Imperium didn't like it.
That's not
I don't think they hit him or anything. I don't remember, but.
I know Zoe Stark's been making some noise, definitely in WWE. If she's coming in, turning a lot of heads, and she's got some good wins under her belt already. She's pinned some good wrestlers. For those who watch NXT, I guess the girl from Chase University won the big battle royal yesterday. She'd be going against Tiffany Stratton. I remember I mentioned last show who had won the final match. Who was going against Tiffany Stratton? It was Tyra Valkyrie, and Tiffany Stratton had won that match against Lopez. Well, her first opponent could be the girl from Chase University. I'm not really sure of her name, but and a complete shock of a win. I know Dana Brooke was down that match last night. If you didn't watch it, I think we had a lot of different things happen. Like I said. I'm not sure if it was you who told me this, or my girlfriend might have actually told me this. I've been asking, where's Braun Strowman? I guess he had a neck operation.
Yeah, I did see something recently on that.
Yeah, he has neck fuse. That's why I haven't seen Braun for a few weeks. He won't be off a couple months while he heals. I know what's her name made an appearance last week on SmackDown. Bianca Belair went after Asuka again.
Oh, yeah. And we got a couple of lady wrestlers that may be out for the rest of the year.
Okay.
They're both.
Yes, I'll let you mention. Go ahead.
Carmella and Alexa Bliss. Are both having babies.
Both pregnant. Because we know Alexa just got married, and so did Carmella recently. Now, good luck to them and their future children, and hopefully we'll see them both wrestling soon. I mean, they're both talented wrestlers. From what I'm reading to a situation on Bray Wyatt, I guess he's having issues. He just has mental issues. He can't get into wrestling right now. He's not really into his character. He's just having, I don't know, developmental issues. I'm not sure what's up with him, but he's taking time off. He's been around. Another team that's been interesting is Indus Maya, the ones managed by
Veer Mahan and
and Sangha.
Oh yeah, managed by Jinder Mahal.
They are destroying people. They just mangled former champions. Actually, they were champions too. The Hurt Squad there.
Oh yeah.
Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. The match didn't even started. They mangled both wrestlers before the match even started. They just had squash matches against some guys. I don't like when WWE does that too. They bring out two tough wrestlers and put them against squash guys, and they have no chance.
And they even do that with unknowns too.
Oh yeah, we do them with that. Like when they bring squash guys or people who are just training from this, from Florida wrestling. They bring them up for a one-shot match and they get crunched. I don't like that too much. It's not good wrestling. There's plenty of athletes on the roster they could bring. Maybe you could tell me, because I haven't really looked into it either myself. Maybe I should. What's up with Robert Roode? He's still under contract with the company, but he's not really doing anything right now.
We haven't seen him at all.
Haven't seen him for almost 10 months now.
We've seen his tag partner around, but not him.
He's been. Dolph Ziggler's kind of becoming a squash. He's kind of becoming a a jobber.
Yeah.
He's not really.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yep, he's becoming a jobber, which I don't like to see either. As decorated as Dolph Ziggler was, I mean, love a guy. I love him. I hate the guy. The guy can wrestle. He's resilient, good athlete. I don't know what the status is of like Matt Cardova. Did he ever resign with Impact?
I don't know. I know him as Zack Ryder.
Yeah, Zack Ryder. Was Matt Cardova's his real name?
Yeah.
It was rumors spreading he might be trying to come back to WWE. He's trying to resign. Yes. And again, so was Alberto Del Rio, and that kind of phased away. I never saw that again. A lot of interesting stuff to witness on, and you know, in your professional television wrestling circuit, independent wrestling circuit. I know to go to WWE quickly. I found out from the last show, which I missed. I was out, actually wasn't feeling good that night, so I didn't go. I guess Brandon Michael Thomas, BMT, beat the Monster Cohagas for the new for the title over there, which shocked me. And his wife Ariel is their new female champion who beat Nakaya Toma. So they're kind of taking over and WWE. Put your hat back on, people going blind. For those who don't know, Joey's got a little sans hair, so. I guess from what I read too quickly tonight on NCW, I guess after 26 years in the business, she was given an award. I'm not sure what the whole award was for, NCW. And she's making a return. Amber, who used to wrestle years ago in the WWW. I guess she went after Delilah, and she went hit her in the face with a shoe, or hit her in the eye, or poked her in the eye with a heel of her shoe or something. Like I said, on the one match I did see on the card coming up for NWWE is going to be Nikki Valentine. I mean, I thought Nikki was retired. I know Nikki Valentine personally, but she's going to be going after Ariel. Two local legends going at clashing for that title. That's good in a way to see if they're bringing back Nikki Valentine to go after some people and have some local matches like this. I like some of the old folks, some of the legends coming back. Jose Perez getting involved in the IWA, which matches I went to last weekend. Very good wrestling show down at the Johnson Center. There's one coming up, like I said, on the 25th. All right. Well, I can't believe this half hour's already gone this quickly. I want to thank Joe for being my guest. I want to thank our director for directing us. Attleboro Double ACS for having us. And until we see each other again, folks, have a great week. Rest in peace, Iron Cheek. God bless you. Thank you. Bye-bye.